Speaking of North Carolina football, I'm going to talk about the rivalry, NC State. Um, I've looked at their schedule. I looked at who they've got coming back. They've got a bunch of good players coming back. Dorian's a really good football coach. They kind of got robbed out of the Holiday Bowl this past year. Not kind of, they did get robbed. UCLA chickened out of playing them in the last minute, or maybe they felt like they weren't important enough to play UCLA in that Holiday Bowl. But NC State is a team that I think can win no less than 10 regular season games this year, with the exception of possible loss to Florida State, but it's at NC State, so they'll probably win that game. And a most likely loss at Clemson this year. They have Georgia Tech, they got North Carolina, they got all these schools, Texas Tech, schools that are beatable that I think NC State should beat if they want to be considered really, really good or, well, elite. I think they're considered really, really good right now, right? I consider them really, really good. I don't think they get enough love. I don't think they get enough respect. I don't think they get enough recognition for what they've been doing the last year or two. They're a team that's constantly growing and getting better. So I think it's only going to get better. Leary, their quarterback, is back. You know he's going to put up some numbers against everybody he plays. That includes Clemson, somehow. I think they'll be a much more balanced offense. I think they'll run the football very well this year. Their passing game will be about the same, maybe a little bit less, because again, once you have a quarterback who's had a great year like he did this past year with Leary, he's gonna all the defenses are gonna figure him out. He won't be as successful as he was the first time, so that's obviously gonna happen. But he'll still be good enough to win games in clutch moments, as he was this past year. I think NC State having a running game will help them. Their offensive line is really good. They block very well. They blocked Clemson's defense pretty well this past year. NC State's defense is probably going to be very, very good. It's been pretty decent these past few years. I don't expect anything less in 2022. Well, like I said, with the exception of Clemson and Florida State, they should beat everybody else. They should. At the very worst, they may win 8 or 9 games. But Dorian, the head coach of NC State, I'm sure he's telling his guys, hey guys, we should have at least had 10 wins this past year. I want 10 regular season wins or more. If we can, go undefeated. Because again, I already beat Clemson. They can beat him again. And they've been beating FSU for the last 5 games, 17, 18, 20, and 21, with the exception of 2019. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. They are a team that could very well win the ACC championship. As far as being a playoff caliber team, I don't know. If they beat Clemson, they beat everybody else. Maybe, who knows? I mean, NC State was pretty good this past year. I honestly think they were a little underrated given how they played and who they played, and having a 9-3 regular season with the Holiday Bowl taken away from them, which really wasn't their fault. They're a little underrated, so who knows? But I expect good things out of NC State this upcoming season.